Greetings and welcome to another My SDCCD training video. Today we're going to show you how to apply to the San Diego College of Continuing Education through CCC Apply. So when you click on the application link, whether it be from SDCCE's website or another location, you'll be brought to the non-credit application for admission to college. From here, you want to create an account or sign in. If you have already set up a CCC Apply account when you applied to City, Mesa, or Miramar, you can go ahead and just sign in using the same login credentials. Otherwise, let's click on create an account. Here, this is where we're going to put in our email address. You can alternatively use a mobile phone instead by clicking on this link. And basically what this does is it'll email you a security code that you'll need to set it up. So go ahead and click on email my security code. A security code has been sent to the email address or phone number indicated. One thing, if you have not received the email, you want to go ahead and check your spam folder. So let's go ahead and log into our email here and see if we received it. You should receive an email from no-reply@cccmypath.org. And the email looks similar to this, indicating what your security code is. So we're going to go ahead and copy that, paste it here. So once we verify the email, we're going to go through the create a profile process. So again, when you apply to the San Diego College of Continuing Education, it is a two-step process. First is to create your profile or your CCC ID profile, and then the second step is the application itself. So we're going to go ahead and confirm our email address that was indicated. We'll go ahead and put in our primary phone number. If you do want to receive calls and or text email messages, you want to go ahead and click on this checkbox. It is very helpful, especially when we want to notify you about classes and things of that nature. Next, the question it's going to ask is, are you currently homeless? And in which case, if you do indicate yes, it will not ask you for your address. But if you indicate no, it'll ask you for your physical address. So we're going to go ahead and put in our location here. Click on next. The system does a address check. So basically, if it sees an address matched by the U.S. Postal Service, it'll that recommendation instead. So we'll go ahead and accept the suggested address in this case. Then we will type in our name. Prefer name if you do have one. Date of birth. And then finally, we're going to go ahead and create your account password. So again, it must not contain your name. It must follow all these rules here. So what's nice about this is as you type your password, it'll let you know if you are meeting all of the password requirements. So as you can see, all of these are green. I can go ahead now and create my account. So we went ahead and created our CCC ID account. So our next step is to do the application itself. So we're going to go ahead and click on Start a New Application. So as you can see, there are steps, and the application will walk you through the steps as you apply the application. So we're going to go ahead and click on Apply for the Fall 23 semester, indicate our educational goal. So I am going to be here because I want to advance in my current job and career, and indicate their major or program of study. So in which case, I actually am interested in the Cloud Solutions AWS Associate Certificate. So go ahead and click on Continue. So the next question it's going to ask you is, what is your previous legal name? If you do have one, we're going to select no. And then it's going to ask you for your current mailing address. Now, if your mailing address is the same as the permanent address in your OpenCCC account, you can just go ahead and click on this, and you won't have to type it in again. It'll just bring it from your CCC ID profile. Otherwise, go ahead and type in your mailing address if it is different than your permanent address. So I'm going to go ahead and check the box, click on Continue. Next, it's going to ask you for your college enrollment status. So as of this date here, what will be your college enrollment status? So for me, this will be my first time in college after leaving high school. So I'm going to click this box. I am now going to indicate my high school education level. So I received a high school diploma from a U.S. school. And I received it on June of 2018. I did receive my diploma from California, and it's going to ask you if you attended high school in California for 3 or more years. Go ahead and click yes. And it's going to ask you what your current or most recent high school attended is. So I'm going to say I attended high school. And then what it's basically going to do now is it's going to ask you for the high school name. So I'm going to go ahead and click on I attended in California, and I went to Mira Mesa High. So as you type in the high school name, it's going to give you a selection here. So if once you start typing in and you see your high school, go ahead and click on the high school name. And then once you have the high school name indicated, just go ahead and click on next. As you can see now, we are in the needs and interests section. So it's going to ask you your main language. Are you comfortable reading and writing in English? Ask if you're interested in any financial assistance programs. So I'm going to say no, but I am receiving TANF CalWORKS SSI, so in case I was going to click yes. If I'm interested in attending intercollegiate team or intramural or club sports, this is mostly for survey purposes, so we want to make sure that we have adequate participation in intercollegiate or intramurals support. So in this case, I'm just going to say no. And then indicate any programs and services that you may be interested in. What this provides us is the opportunity to reach out to you to let you know some of the services available to college and continuing education students. The next section is the demographic information, and by California law, we are required to collect this voluntary information, so you are not required to answer these questions, but we are required by state law to ask that. We will then ask you if you have any dependents. And again, these are child or children under the age of 18 who will receive more than half their support from you. Your parent guardian education levels. And the race ethnicity question. Next, it's going to ask you for your current marital status. And then you're at the submission part of the application. So you do have the opportunity to save your application as a PDF if you want to keep a copy of it for yourself. You can always click on Review My Application as well. And then finally, consenting to release this information to the San Diego College of Education. This is required in order for us to process your application. So I'm going to go ahead and click on I consent. And submitting your application, you are verifying that all the information is pertinent to you under penalty of perjury. The statements and information submitted in this online application are treated correct. So you want to look through each of these bullet points, and then if you agree to all of them and declare to all of them, go ahead and check both boxes. And then finally, you want to click on Submit My Application. So once your application has been submitted, you should be taken to a confirmation page. So let you know your name, that your application was submitted. Now the key part is you want to keep track of your CCC ID as well as your confirmation number. So this confirmation number is going to help us if you have questions about your application, if it's been submitted or not. So you want to keep this confirmation number handy. It is also always going to be in your applications, and this information will be also emailed to you to the address we have on file. So once you review all the information, you can click and continue. It'll ask you a little satisfaction survey. Please fill the survey out. It'll help us in terms of making improvements to the application. And then, of course, valuable information links to that may be helpful for you. If you do want to see the status of applications or the ones that are submitted, you can click on My Applications here up at the top, and you'll be able to see any submitted applications when it was submitted. So that's it. You have now applied to the College of Continuing Education. It does take about 2 to 3 hours for us to process applications. but you should be receiving a confirmation email once your application has been submitted.